That's terrifying, and I think that woman's gonna haunt my
Maybe I
nightmares for
could
a long
hold
time.
up my end if your people weren't sabotaging my operations.
Hello.
And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, you had to make it personal. You really had to bust my Insta coffee maker too? The nerve.
Hold that asinine thought. Who was this armed stranger who just wandered into your office? Back up for a fight you can't finish?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know this fella. I think it's mightily more likely that he's under your payroll. Here to burn down what you haven't already.
Just here to investigate them. Oh, right. If things tendency break down. I'm not under anyone's payroll, which is not to say I can't be.
I see. Just a visitor then. Congratulations, Hathaway. Not everyone's abandoned your orchards.
Well, shame that you're trying to change that. Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just been some trouble here of late. Name's Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway, and I'm in charge of these orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will remain unnamed, are trying to change that. Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Guess it's different from the usual, at least. Something I can do for you?
I ever heard you mention sabotage?
Yeah. Just another woe to add to the pile. In the past, the orchard subcontracted security work from Slug. You know, keep the malcontents on staff from causing too much trouble. But between the Spectrum Brown unveiling demanding all of our resources and the recent uptick in worker accidents, we just ain't got the budget for security. And, of course, Slug has decided that instead of being reasonable, they're just gonna sabotage our operations until we start paying them again.
Look at the poor Rizzo's manager, lying about Sublight to make himself feel better. Shame he skipped where Rizzo's was short on our payments months before the new unveiling.
Look, at the end of the day, it's obvious that Slug is sabotaging us. I ain't paying until they come clean.
What sort of sabotage has there been? Come on, there we go.
Oh, you know, nothing particularly troublesome. Just rogue exterminator mechanicals, opening fire on anything that twitches within 300 yards of them. We've also got a large group of new saplings, all dead from some kind of toxic substance. Poison, I guess. And who could forget the tower processing console, which probably just shorted out and stopped working on its own, even though it's outfitted with 3 separate backup systems?
There are a suite of explanations for what could have happened, most pointing to Rizzo's worker incompetence. My people didn't sabotage anything.
You mentioned an increase in worker accidents?
It's the strangest thing. Like everyone forgot their 10-minute workplace safety seminars. That's twice as long as the next leading brand. Our people should be safety experts. But I've seen folks step on open electrical wires, drop pallets on each other. One damn fool even blundered into a Waspquito hive. Even as he died, he looked fairly pleased.
Well, I think I know what's causing these issues. Right, okay. Yeah. Gee, do you think this has anything to do with the woman with the parasite sticking out of her neck? No, surely not. Can't possibly be. I could figure out what's going on.
Thank the law. Some good news. You hear that, lapdog? Truth's coming. Better fess up while you still can outside of an interrogation room.
While I'm sure you'd love to have a scapegoat on whom you can pin your own incompetence, I suspect you'll be disappointed. But what do I know? I suppose it's up to your new hiree.
You got anything to add?
I'm sorry you had to come in on such a brusque conversation. Not everyone appreciates the work Slug does on Eridanos.
Especially not folk that Slug is trying to extort.
All right, it seems I need to say it yet again. We're not stomping upon your purple berries or knocking your workers off the planetoid. All we want is for you to pay your dues.
And I want you to stop setting our exterminator mechanicals loose and breaking our machinery.
This is how the conversation has gone for the last hour and a half. As you can see, it hasn't been terribly productive.
What seems to be your problem with the overseeing orchardist?
Well, he's being difficult, as you've no doubt seen. All I'm here to do is enforce an agreed-upon business relationship. But our friend here is disinclined to settle.
Don't tell me to settle. Why don't you settle?
Yes, I'll be sure to do that. I know what you must be thinking, but no, I'm not here to atomize his kneecaps. I just want Slug to get what we're owed.
Any truth in his actually, is this an official arrangement with Rizzo's? Yeah, yeah. Is this an official arrangement with Rizzo's?
Much as we love giving the bureaucrats 29% of our profits, technically not. Official contracts have some rather obscene fees and documentation. Instead, our company's opted for a non-official manager's agreement. I'm just here to make certain our friend over there pays on time.
Are you sure? You sound a bit like an extortionist.
Do I? Didn't realize that expecting my company to be paid for its work was extortion. You should try telling that to the board. Regardless, Slug's protection service has ensured that Rizzo's has had zero problems with its shipments at the docks. And all for a reasonable price. We haven't been hostile when their payments came up short either. In fact, Rizzo's is more of a danger to the orchards than us, considering all the workplace injuries.
Any truth in his accusations of sabotage?
If I hear that question one more time, I swear. Look, we just want to get paid. Hampering our clients' productivity is not a good way to get paid. In fact, it's bad business.
He's got a point. Maybe I could pay what he owes.
You're weird. Generous, but weird. The sentiment is nice, but Rizzo's doesn't just pay money. They're also literally our meal tickets. Unless you also happen to own an orchard, I don't think you can clear this guy.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's talk about something else then.
Yes, I think we've spoken enough about that imbecile. What can Slug do for you?
You seen any sight of Halcyon Helen recently?
Nope. Sorry, but this is the first I've visited this area in over a month. Shame about Helen. Liked her movies.
Oh, me too. We didn't get many episodes of Terror on Monarch back in the Vale, but I thought she was great in Dissidents from the Doomed Planet.
Celebs as big as Helen always seem to elicit strong binary opinions in people. But that's neither here nor there.
I'd like to ask a little more about you.
You're welcome to. I don't have any secrets.
Do you have anything, do you do anything that other than make Slug's try that again. Do you do anything other than make sure Slug's business partners pay on time?
Certainly. When I'm not out on a job, they usually stick me in the Slug mess hall. I may be a service collector, but that doesn't mean I can't make a damn fine trip of kale pie.
Fair enough. Okay, leave conversation, right. Next. Fine. Fine. Anything else? No, cool, right. Oh, hello. No. Right, okay, let's go and listen to this audio tour thing then.
Here we have the Rizzo's Purpleberry Nut Hut trademark. All manner of cool drinks
Sorry.
and sweet treats are available at nominal cost to slake your thirst and satiate your hunger. These include, but are not limited to, Rizzo's Nanner Spank Fresh, Spanks Even Harder. Rizzo's
I'm sorry, what?
Pound Up fruit drinks made with mostly berries and twigs, and Rizzo's Mini Purpleberry Sweet Balls. We hope your visit here will stifle any unlawful urges to pick fruit in the orchards.
Somebody had a lot of fun with those names, didn't they? Yeah, okay, sure, right, well.
Did you know a third of Halcyonites are allergic to trees? Most spend their whole lives in ships or in their town's walls.
Huh. Oh, I didn't know that. That's the reason. Okay, right, well. Let's see, what's over here? Oh. Ah. That'd be a dead person. Why isn't this sprung up to tell me? Okay, fine. You're sleeping on the job there, Scanner. Okay, anything out of that? That's a thing. Post. So, yeah. Right, I'm calling it now. The parasite thing stuck out the woman's neck is a parasite, and they're using it to make the spectrum brown, which makes me think that we're looking at another, was it Adrena time issue?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Say Adrena. Forget what it is. The thing that creates the marauders, basically.
These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Oh, examine the footprints for space and depth. The spacing between each footprint is short and imprint in the dirt deep, as if determined. It would appear that Helen was in a hurry.
Anything interesting?
Helen was in a hurry. Hold on. I can deduce that Helen had sold tuna for breakfast last week. Pretty obvious if you know what to look for. Now, Helen was in a hurry and she thought she was being followed.
That's real good work, Captain. You think the killer was chasing Miss Helen through the orchards?
Orchard, Purpleberry, Puzzle Edges, the Conservatory, Storage Warehouse, the Hive. The Hive.
Such lovely weather calls for a harvest, I do believe.
Caution. Palletizing swarms used in use in this area. Unauthorized personnel may be killed at their own expense. Oh. I mean, hello? Oh,
Well,
hello.
sweet hello there, valued visitor. I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
Oh, my dear Law. Sir, I don't mean to be rude, but do you know what's going on with your face?
Why, thank you! Rizzo's encourages all workers to put on a happy face when engaging with valued customers. Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket.
I'm not here for a tour. I'm on an investigation.
What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the Health Inspection Office, would you?
That's right, Inspector Ezio, here to inspect the health and safety of your crops.
Oh, drat. This distresses me, and I do not like feeling cross. I warned the orchardist this could happen when we halted our monthly bribe to Slug. They were always a reliable go-between, regarding inspections before now. So, what might you be looking to find out, Mr. Inspector?
The overseeing orchardist already told me about the Rizzo's relationship with Slug.
Did he now? Well, that sounds about right. He has been mightily outspoken in his disdain for Slug in recent months. The overseeing orchardist had the last groundskeeper deliver a contract termination in the place of our regular payment. Rizzo's decided we don't need their services anymore. See, with our new morale-boosting medical treatments, our employees are much more productive. No need for unsightly intimidation tactics.
I'm sorry, medical treatment? What exactly is this medical treatment?
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to say. Trade secrets and all that. You understand, I'm sure.
I'm looking to trace Halcyon Helen's footsteps through the orchards.
Well, you are in luck. She passed right by here the other day. I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD labs. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling.
Helen was a spokeswoman for Spectrum Brown's ad campaigns.
That's right. She was. She sure made for some lovely adverts. Maybe it might have involved an issue with the launch batch then? I can't rightly say. All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest.
The only murder weapons lying around: bottle of poison, a smoking laser pistol, bloodied blunt force object.
Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization Waspquitoes? She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go.
Deadly pollinization Waspquitoes. Oh, that's some fresh nightmare fuel if I've ever heard it.
Pollinization by killer Waspquitoes, indeedy. It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. But don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty, for safety reasons. When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all Waspquitoes are biologically programmed to return to the hive, their holding pen. Of course, the very last thing Rizzos would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing.
Well, now I just want to see what happens. I've actually already purchased a golden ticket.
Well now, you certainly are an individual of refined taste. There are folks who defend the premium option and its sprat petting zoo, but once you've been bit by one sprat, you've been bit by them all. Of course, tours of any excess level must be suspended during a scheduled pollinization cycle. Our Waspquitoes are quite territorial and have been known to sting both workers and visitors alike.
Good to know. Hello, what's this? K Gunner 1234544. Want to become famous? Buy follows and views at www.bigdingusmcdoobadoop.co.uk. Yeah, no, goodbye. Thanks for that, Spizbot. Right, are you a groundskeeper?
Yes, indeedy. I've got the wondrous honor of having just been promoted to third keeper of the grounds after the last one disappeared on the job. Gosh, I guess about a week ago now. Before my morning clock-in last Sunday, I was but a lowly nanner peeler picker on the line shift. Now I'm responsible for growing every twig and berry on this vast swath of fertile land.
Okay. You don't find it suspicious that the last groundskeeper went missing unexpectedly?
Heaven sweet, no. It's not like he was murdered. He simply disappeared without a trace and hasn't been heard from since. And the groundkeeper before that one? Well, she wasn't missing at all. Her body was found near hive control, covered head to toe in thousands of welts. No mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some Waspquitoes on trial. Accidents do happen on the job.
Wait, no. We're not glossing over the missing groundskeeper. No one knows what happened to him?
Can't speak for others, but I most assuredly don't. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor, the overseeing orchardist. He would know more. I used to ask questions, but gee, I just don't feel the urge to anymore.
Gee, I wonder why.
I do hope this pleasant conversation has made me useful to you. Rizzo's likes it when we're useful to customers, and I like anything Rizzo's likes.
Yeah, okay. Are you okay? You seem excessively happy.
Why, you say that as if it's a bad thing.
It is.
I am quite overcome with happiness, indeed. You won't find a Rizzo's worker in all of Eridanos who isn't 100% thrilled in their day-to-day existence. It's part of our brand manifesto.
What do you mean?
Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy
This
customers
again.
are repeat customers. And repeat customers make the charts look better on our weekly profit reports. So if nothing else, it's my responsibility at all times to smile, smile, smile. And you know what never fails to bring a smile to my face? The breathtaking tours we offer throughout the orchards. Seasonally available for purchase in the Nut Hut.
Not hot. Right. Got a tour ticket already, but tell me more about the orchards.
An excellent decision you most certainly won't have cause to regret. Now, presently, you're standing smack dab in the pride and joy of Rizzo's nearly natural product development sector. We call this fecund landscape the Purple Berry Orchards, since that's our main crop. But we also sow and grow mock apples, nanners, pea-free nuts, tarmac, and more.
Tarmac? What? Okay, sure, that's a thing.
Of course.
Goodbye.
I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive. Waspquitoes tend towards aggressive at the best of times. There's a reason why we keep him behind an electric fence, you know.
Yeah, okay, have fun with that. Creepy, creepy, creepy man. Right, with that, we'll quick save and then go and explore over here. Ooh, there's a maze. Is this the maze? It looks like it could be a maze. Nursery storage discovered. Oh, hello. Pheasant host, pheasant host.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Hello. Aha.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Cool. That all of them? Yeah. Saw someone wandering around over here. Yep. Colonization wasps. Oh, it was a mechanical. Hello. Oh, okay, fine. What's up here? Couple of sprats. Puzzle hedges.
What got in there? Rabid animals? Death traps?
A scientist with a clipboard. Hello. Who are you?
I've already told you 6 times, and I'll tell you 6 more. I don't want a fucking tour! You can badger me all you want. I don't care if I'm from Forest Mills. I'm here as an individual, and I have just as much right to be here as any other visitor. You're welcome to bring a lawyer if you really want to try to force me out, but I can guarantee you that I will bury them.
Samuel the lawyer hurts. Okay. So, do you scream at every single person who approaches you, or am I special? Oh, well, actually, hold on. What else have we got? The hell are you talking about? Nobody's trying to kick you out, buddy. Calm down. You should watch your turn. My killing hand gets itchy when people raise their voice. Nobody's trying to kick you out, buddy.
Oh, now you change your mind. Couldn't you have done that hours ago and saved us both the time? Wait a moment. You have all your teeth. You're not soaked in filth, and you don't look quite as slack-jawed as the regular Rizzo staff. Are you not with Rizzo's?
Nope. I am, actually. Rizzo's hired me to get rid of troublemakers. No, that's not it. What made you think I was a worker? Couldn't I be another visitor to the orchards?
Between the lockdown and the fiasco at the Grand Colonial, there are more interesting places for the average colonist to be. Which leads me to believe you're no average colonist. Regardless, please inform me if you'd be interested in a job. I've spent enough time out here that I'm starting to itch. I do not enjoy itching. I'm sure
Okay.
you have questions.
You mentioned working... Wait, you said you work for Forest Mills?
I do indeed. Specifically, I'm their general counsel. Forest Mills, if you somehow don't know, owns Tile, Wentworth, Dock Rocket, and 24/7 Furniture. We're something of a big deal.
Fair enough. You said you're a lawyer. What are you going to do? What are you doing all the way out here?
When the going gets tough, the lawyers start going. Some farther than others. I've been a junior lawyer for coming up on 20 years now. And quite frankly, I'm getting old. Hopefully, there will be enough legal kindling out here to fuel my firm for a while longer. And if I find that kindling, I stand to finally get my raise.
Okay. You mentioned working together.
I did. You see, Rizzo's has been advertising a contest in the puzzle hedges. Whoever gets to the center first gets a bottle of the first Spectrum ever made, the Spectrum Original. My interest, however, lies with the associated promise, the chance to attend the Spectrum Brown unveiling and meet Halcyon Helen.
Ah. Helen's dead, but Rizzo's hasn't formally cancelled the contest.
Indeed, you are a savvy one. Rizzo's can no longer make good on their promise, which means this entire contest is one big fraud case. All I need is a single piece of evidence. With the Spectrum Original bottle, which is located in the center of the puzzle hedges, I will have all I need to sue Rizzo's for all they're worth. That's where you come in.
Why would Rizzo's give one of their original products away for free?
I don't know if you know this, but Rizzo's is on the outs. They're losing power and losing money. This was no doubt a desperate bid to regain some lost clout. That, or their marketing team is particularly spiteful. You know the saying, I'm sure. Why work for a promotion when sabotage takes half the time and a quarter of the effort?
Fair enough. Why does Forest Mills want to sue Rizzo's?
Technically, I sue not on behalf of Forest Mills, but for my own benefit. In arbitration, it might be difficult to argue that this contest is designed to slight Forest Mills. However, as it so happens, if my lawsuit takes a chunk out of their savings, then I can collect while also damaging their capital. It's a mutual win. I make millions, Rizzo's falls further from the board's good graces, and Forest Mills products look that much more valuable compared to Rizzo's trash.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not sure I understand why you need my help. It's just a maze, isn't it?
Navigating the maze is normally no easy task. Rizzo's has no interest in giving their property, however old, away for free.
Come on, Captain, it'll be fun. Not like they got Manta Queens waiting around the corner or anything.
I'm glad you're feeling confident, but this maze is deadly by design. And if that weren't enough, Zimmerman and Navarre don't want anyone sneaking away with their prize. The place is mined and rife with murderous mechanicals.
Oh, goody. Also, can I just say how adorable Pavati is? Seriously, I just love that woman. She's amazing. Right. Also, she's an engineer. And, I mean, what's not to love about an engineer? Just, you know. I'm a simple man. Sometimes. I think. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Is anyone else trying to get the Spectrum Original?
2 buffoons, but persistent buffoons. There's that woman from Glacial Age who has perhaps never had an original idea in her life and hopes to pass the original off as her own.
Ah.
Then there's Navarre, who is strange. I suggested I give her the original after my lawsuit if we worked together, but she wouldn't hear of it. It must be hers alone, it seems.
Fair enough. Okay, alright. I'll get you your prize.
Excellent. I look forward to finally being able to focus solely on legal matters. Oh, and keep an eye out for competitors. Odds are they'll be looking out for the original as well.
Okay. Right, so we're going into a deadly maze by design with big robots that are probably going to kill me. Good to know. Hello, Emily the Entrepreneur Zimmerman. Hello.
My word, stranger, you sure gave me a fright. I thought you were one of those strange sorts heaving all over the place. Maybe they got a bad batch of purpleberry wine. Since you don't seem to be laughing maniacally or projectile vomiting, think you could do me a favor? I'm trying to come up with a new name for a glacial age product, but the creative side of things just isn't my area of expertise. Do you happen to have any ideas?
As so happens, I freelance as a product design consultant. My advice isn't cheap. I guess I could try. I'm wandering through hedge mazes asking is wandering through hedge mazes asking strangers for product advice a pastime of yours? Yeah, we'll go with that one.
Hey, just because I'm in a hedge maze doesn't mean I'm not on work time. So what do you think about helping me out?
As it so happens, I'm a freelancer as a product design consultant. My advice isn't cheap.
Wow, a real consultant. And I had the good fortune for you to luck into me. I'd be delighted to pay you. So, the company I'm with is Glacial Age. Our products usually have a finer ring to them, and the product I'm trying to name is a vodka. Take your shot.
Distilled Dreams by Glacial Age, if you want to sound real uppity.
Wow, that sounds great! I'm sure my bosses will love it. And don't worry, I'll absolutely credit you in one of the product footnotes.
Sure. I get a funny feeling you're not here to sightsee.
Hell no! Who'd sightsee in a place like this? I've nearly stepped on 3 landmines, and I just had to crawl through a hole in a hedge to keep myself from being crisped up by a mechanical. When you hear the word maze, do you typically think of instant death lurking around every corner? Because I sure don't.
Landmines! Oh! Oh goody, my favourite things! Oh, it's not like we've had a bad time with landmines in the past or anything. No, not at all. Oh, goody gumdrops. I'm so pleased I've wandered into this maze. Oh, yes, that's a fun time for us all, isn't it? Oh, well, at least it'll probably prove an entertaining clip for somebody, maybe. Anyway, whatever. Right, let's see. I'm gonna take a wild guess. Seeing how you're in this maze, you want to reach the center.
Close. I want what's in the center. You've heard of the competition, right? Whoever gets to the center gets a rare Rizzo's product and the chance to meet Halcyon Helen? My eyes on the rare Rizzo's product, namely the Spectrum Original, the first product Rizzo's ever made. I intend to reverse engineer it and make it Glacial Age's own.
Taking someone else's old thing and repackaging it as your new thing? Classic Byzantium.
Ooh, this is dandy. I was not expecting any feedback from field testing before I'd even created the product. I'll be sure to jot that down for future reference. All I need for my prototype is the original itself. Then I can start production.
Yeah, okay. Isn't stealing the original to make your own project kind of dishonest?
Dishonest? I've only ever heard that word used in that arbitration serial Lawful Labelle. Rizzo steals, Spacer's Choice steals, Auntie Cleo steals. And so, if Rizzo's decides to release one of their original products for anyone to take, then it's Glacial Age's right to swoop in and be proactive.
I'm not seeing why you want my help.
It's these damn puzzle hedges. I don't know what I look like, but I reckon it ain't like a scrapper. That place is fit to burst with mines and killer machines. No doubt the work of my rivals. Better no one can get to the original if they can't have it.
You're not the only one seeking the product, right?
Reckon not. I've seen a couple of folks as out of place as, well, me. One's a lawyer. You can tell by the smell of cigarettes, booze, and tears. Must sense there's a lawsuit to be found with the original. On principle, I don't want him to get it. Also ran into a woman with a funny look in her eye. Plain told me she wanted the prize so she could stick it on a shelf. Hell's the use in that? Shelf ain't gonna help nobody.
I'm pretty sure there's more to the third person that meets the eye, but we'll see. To be honest, if that's the case, I'm just going to go after... I'm just going to hand it over to the lawyer so he can sue them. I already promised to give the original to somebody else.
Looks like the others are getting a little more aggressive. I know it's asking a lot, but maybe you could find it for me instead? Help out a struggling R&D developer?
Hold on. Sorry. Dropped all my pens on the floor. Right, what was I doing? Good luck with that.
My, oh my. Wouldn't it be wonderful if a freelancer could help rescue me from my horrible plight?
I feel you're a long way from the Glacial Age officers.
Hey, when a body hasn't contributed to her R&D team in what feels like months, she starts to pursue any leads that come her way. I tested into this job, same as anyone else, but there was a malfunction with the testing equipment during my final assessment. Makes me think that maybe I wasn't cut out for this.
Maybe you just failed.
No matter what the scores say, it ain't easy for me to make things. Only had a few successes, like little cisties, pustules that pop, or my no muss, no fuss biodegradable bullets.
Biodegradable bullets? No, so that first one just sounds revolting, by the way. Biodegradable bullets. Love those. All the firepower. None of the evidence. Eventually. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
What? You know about those? I mean, that's great. Always figured my products were niche. That is, unpopular, unknown, and unprofitable. Nice to hear it ain't always so.
Yeah. What are you doing here again? Good luck with that. Goodbye. Cool. That's another one done. Right. Does that mean that there's going to be the other woman's going to be on the other side of this chap?